right there. Looks like I got it. Yep. Okay, so it sounds like we're good to go. Awesome. So what I want to do today is first, I want to thank you definitely for giving me some of your time, whether you're watching this here on the live or maybe on the replay. If you are jumping in late, you'll be able to go back and watch any of this, or if you need to leave early for any reason, you'll get a recording where you can go back and watch this. I really want to make sure that you have this information more than anything. So the purpose of this webinar, my name again, Nicole Callie. I go by @PurdueNicole, founder of Kairos Social Tech, or Kairos Social Tech across the social media channels. If we are connected, I'm sure we're connected in one way, which is how you landed on this webinar today. So my background really is in technology. Today, I really want to highlight and touch on the growing power of social media. I went back and forth on, what to name this webinar, as we do, what to name our blogs, what to name this, what to say in our content pieces, because that really leads into the setup for the rest of the presentation, or for the rest of the information that you're going to provide to your audience. So the reason I wanted to talk about the growing power of social media is because it's really the importance of why I created the Ultimate Chiropractic Social Media Strategy Vault, and why I am disseminating the information in the fashion that I am. So I have been a technology solution specialist for Vitalogics, which is a chiropractic EHR software, for going on just about 3 years now, and I was a tech recruiter directly before that. I've been on these social media platforms since their existence. Like literally Purdue came out. Facebook came out when I was a freshman at Purdue, way back in 2004. So I have been on the platform, and it has changed. I can't even tell you. I would almost guess, thousands of times, if you're looking at all even the small details and the small tweaks. But Facebook has drastically, it's really a completely different platform than it was when it started. And then in that time, we saw other channels start to come about. We saw Instagram, we saw Twitter, we saw YouTube start to change how it does things. We saw things like Periscope, which I built a whole brand on, isn't even in existence more, barely. It is still, but there's Facebook Live, so these platforms are consistently updating and changing. The things that you can be doing on them is consistently updating and changing. The best strategies, the best tips for how to deliver your content and how to leverage it being seen to your local audience. There's always tweaks and tips and changes and all of those things. So that leads to the main reason why I created the Strategy Vault in the fashion that I did. So I wanted to start there, but given the fact that I have a technology background, I really want to give you more of a demo. So I'm going to go through a little bit. I did create a presentation here for you. I want to go through a bit of information. We're going to run through these slides as quickly as we can, and I want to jump right into the vault, and I want to show you what it is, and I want to get you really excited about jumping in and having someone to be able to guide you and help you use these channels to leverage your chiropractic message there in your area. Okay, so first of all, I want to say I just got back from an awesome summit. You may have seen this again if you follow me on social media. You definitely saw this, but I just got back from the Kairos Sushi Summit out in Las Vegas. It was a powerful summit as far as marketing strategies and technology tools and growth for the practice, things that you can implement in your practice. It was really based around the business side, much more than it was the technique and philosophy. However, it's all there. It's all there because everyone was there from different mindsets, but that was so great to see. But I learned a ton. But I sat on Sunday, the final day, a 3-hour, oh my goodness, a 3-hour social media panel. I have to say I ran off the stage at the end of that. I've never had to sit. Well, it was early in the morning, so I drank coffee to prepare and then sat for 3 hours. So the end of it was part brutal. But every single question that was asked in that 3-hour panel is delivered inside the vault. So all these questions that you have, your associates have, that your staff has, we deliver those inside of the vault. We walk you through these social media platforms. It's much, much more than a funnel that's going to capture so many patients for a certain time period for you. We are going to teach you how to really go in and set up a foundation across all the social media channels and then build upon those in the best manner you can for that long-term marketing. So how to really use these mediums to, leverage your voice. But one thing that all of us, there was 5 people on the social media panel. There was one thing that every single person that was on the social media panel had in common that they taught, and this is still something that even after I teach it, even after people have been through the beta test, I still don't see them doing it. So I'm going to give you the #1 biggest first mistake when it comes to social media. That is the first slide we're going to look at here. And the #2 thing that I want to give and leave you with from that summit is across all of the speakers. So I heard our very first speaker was an OB doctor, medical doctor from California. And she said one comment in regards to how to get referrals from other providers. And then I heard Keith Wassam speak, and he said the same exact statement when he was talking about how to get people at your new patient workshops. And then I also heard it again, Carolyn Griffin spoke, and she said it. She said this in regards to setting up and filling people at annual events such as her Ladies and Wine Wellness Evening. And I believe it was even really reiterated in a lot of the different talks that were given. But that statement was, let's just go through here. That statement was that it's easy, okay? So this stuff, it isn't hard, it is easy, but it does take someone to just guide you through it. Once you have a Chirosocial Tech, just to show you some of those quick things, so it's a slight shift a lot of times in what you're doing on social media to what you can be doing on social media. Same thing with everything else. It isn't hard, it's just a matter of doing it. And then I want to say the Facebook pixel code was the first answer. So the first question is, this is something that I mentioned, Jeffrey Langmaid mentioned, everybody on the social media panel mentioned or taught in their presentation or said in their 20-minute speech. This is something that is one of the very first things you learn when you jump into the Facebook modules. And this is also something that having jumped into my beta testers ad platforms to test things in our one-on-ones after they've gone through some of the modules, I see that they still don't have. I worked with a couple of corporate franchise organizations as well, and I still see that a lot of their clinics don't have this. So the Facebook pixel code is like top secret #1. Grabbing that Facebook pixel code, which is as easy as it going into Facebook, going to pixels, going to click on it, and it literally just copies the text for you. Going to your website, going to your header, and right-click paste or Control-V, paste that in there. That's all you have to do, and then you can start tracking people that are going from your website. So all those people that are going to your website, we want to be able to run retargeting to those people. That is our warm audience. So that is a huge #1, very first shift, tweak, step, and that we start with in Chirosocial Tech Vault, and what I heard mentioned all weekend. One second. Should be drinking water. It would make me much more clear for this, but it's still morning here on the East Coast, so it was still in my first cup of coffee there. So I want to go through it. It doesn't have to be hard or time consuming. You're going to learn inside the vault how to leverage your efforts, how to leverage your content, how you can live and which channels you should live on and how you can live on those, and how you can set up the foundation levels in a directory listing at least across all of the channels, because we want to leverage and maximize your content, your multiple social channels, both online, and we're also going to relate it all back to your internal marketing strategies. So it's such as your referrals, the education that you're doing within your office, your processes and procedures there. So 2 key things we're also going to dive into in the very beginning of the vault is finding your audience is one of them. So yes, we're going to help find and identify your audience. Yes, a lot of times that is your local people, but if you have any niche or any specialty, we'll help you to direct that and how to set up your marketing campaigns and your social media content around that audience. But we also want to talk about the second piece, which is finding your unique selling proposition. So it may be the case where, really you're a family local chiropractor. Maybe it's you and one other person. Maybe it's you and 5 other doctors. Competition is very healthy, very good. What we want to do within that is we want to find your unique selling proposition and comparatively speaking to the other chiropractors that are there locally, and generally speaking to the objective maybe of what people might think when they come to a chiropractic office. So what's unique about you, what's different about you, what sets you off as the chiropractor in your office. So we're going to identify both of those pieces, and then we're going to derive our marketing campaigns and everything from that, okay? So as I mentioned, I want to jump, good, I'm at about 10, 11 minutes, which is right where I wanted to be at. Now I want to jump into the vault. So the Ultimate Chiropractic Social Media Strategy Vault, that's the full term of what we're talking about. I've shortened it to the vault to make it very easy for you. What the heck is the vault, right? Okay, so the vault is an online training portal and video manual, or online training portal with video trainings and manual training. So we'll jump into that, and I'm going to show you that. It's also a support system. So there's a private Facebook group that you and your staff are going to be inside of. You can ask questions in there to the group. You can also ask questions to a direct message, so directly to the Chiro Social Tech team. We are monitoring that on a daily basis, so we can't guarantee an immediate answer, but we are getting in there and checking those and getting back to those in a 24-hour to 48-hour manner. You're going to have an answer of some sort on your questions. And then we're also providing you with extra hands-on support by providing at minimum 2 one-on-one custom training sessions. This can be for the doctor, for the staff, or for both. We do it just like this, webinar style, but it's just specific. It's with myself, the owner of Chiro Social Tech. We can do some preparation, so the training will be specific to what you are looking for. So a lot of times I am having my clinics do this once, like right after they go through some of the modules. We tweak things, we look at things, I jump into their ad platforms, we set some stuff up, set it up, train it, let it go for a few more months, and let's do one of those again. And let's make sure that we are leveraging all of your content across the social channels in the best way. And then the third is you're also going to get access to the safe. So the vault, the support system, and the safe. I need a better term for the support. Call it like the key or something. But the safe is additional content that's done for you. It's additional assets that you can utilize in your marketing strategies. And it's also going to be just different pieces and trainings that you're going to have in there. So content calendar, for example. But again, we'll jump into the safe as well. All right, so what I want to do here is let's go ahead and minimize this presentation. And I want to go right in. Oh, I don't want to minimize that. Okay, I want to jump right into how you're going to access the vault. So the vault, what I consider the main flagship, the online training portal. So you're going to go to chirosocialtech.com. You can do this from any device, anywhere. You can access this on your phone. It's very, very mobile optimized and mobile friendly on an iPad, what have you. You're just simply going to go down to Vault Members, and once you've signed up, then you're going to the screen's going to come up, and you'll just go to Visit. So we want to visit the Vault. If you want to edit your name, your email address, any of that, you can do all of that right there. But it's going to take you straight into our main page where everything is organized out. So the first thing we're going to have is a training vault. So we're going to have Module 1, where we are going to go through big picture marketing strategies. We're going to have Module 2, I guess Chamber 1, Chamber 2, we're in Chamber 2, which is going through all the social media platforms. Okay, so we have Facebook, these are all clickable, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook ads, and Facebook Live. We're going to have Chamber 3. Chamber 3 is going to put everything together. So how do we now, all right, so we have at least a channel set up. This is going to go through the foundation, like how to optimize and set up your LinkedIn profile, and then what to do with it from there. Twitter, how to set it up, modify it, optimize it, what to do with it from there. Same with Instagram, same with the rest of it. And then down here, social tools, we're going to talk about how to put all of it together. So now what do you need to know and what do you need to do? How do you live ultimately across not necessarily all those channels, but maybe a handful is select. And we really talk to you about how to determine which channels that is. So you want to own them like a directory site and live on them. And then we'll talk about, ongoing, how we want to interact with them from there. We go into email marketing, we go into blogging, we go into branding and your online presence and additional marketing resources. And then we also touch on Google. Now, this is not a master Google class. We're going to go through the foundation of Google, the basics, like what you need to know, what everybody should have set up. So, such as Google Analytics. You also have, we talked about a Facebook pixel code. There's also a Google pixel code. What do you do with that code? Where do you put that code? What does that code do? We want to set up some basic analytics and put that code onto your site just so we can look at overall, even if it's only on a quarterly or biannual or annual basis, each clinic, dependent upon your size, your location, your goals, is all going to be slightly different. And every single one from each size is going to get value out of the vault. Now, once we go through and lay out all the foundational, we're going to go back in and we're going to do advanced training in each of these chambers and each of these modules. So we'll jump into those here a little bit more, but I want to show you the Facebook groups right here. You're going to jump in here, you and your staff. Initially, when you start in the vault, you're going to have to request to get access to that Facebook group. So you'll click here, and you'll join. And then you'll see we have a lot of members already started in here through our beta test. And I'm going to go in and give you a lot of additional information, but then also you're going to be able to ask questions. You can also go in here and directly message us. I believe you can do that. Send a message right here if you want to send a direct message to our team. If you add members, then it's always going to give me a notification. So I will email you to verify it's your staff and whatnot. If you do have team members leave, we're going to ask you, we'll give you reminders in the vaults. But this is like daily support. So this is just as valuable. The amount that you are going to pay for the early adopters fee right here that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes is amazing what you're going to get in this Facebook group alone. But it is all supporting what you're learning and what you're going through here in the vault, okay? So I want to say if you want to give me a direct Facebook message, this is where you can do that. If you want to text or call, number right here. So you do have contact directly to myself, directly, direct line, and then also to our team. If there's any additional things that you really need to kickstart and get your social media off the ground, if there's things that you just like aren't understanding, get a hold of me. We want you to be successful using this. The 2 online consultations, this is the link you'll be able to use to schedule those, so very, very easy. So everything literally on this one page. We talked about the safe. The bottom here is going to be the safe. So if we want to open the safe, again, the first time that you go in to access this, it is going to give you will have to get a permission through, I have enough Google accounts attached to mine. You'll have to get permission from your Google address, from your Google account to access it. But this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have a bonus video training. So this is additional video trainings that I do. This is also any Facebook Live video that I do inside of that Facebook support group. I'm going to download that Facebook Live video and I'm going to put it in here as an MP4 file. So if you don't do Facebook Live, also after we get through 6 months, even a year, there's going to be so much content in that Facebook group, it's going to be hard to go back and filter through it. So I'm going to try to give very detailed titles for any of the additional video trainings, and those will all live right here in your safe for you. We're also going to give you just some inspirational type materials, so things that I create for clients that I work with one-on-one, or things that you want to share as just inspiration, like this is a women's ladies night flyer that we did. We're going to have you throw this in this inspiration, and this is where you can go through and you can just get an idea, or your staff can get an idea of what other offices have done. I know when I'm starting to create content of any sort, especially for maybe lunch and learn flyers or flyer that I want to create in Canva for an event that we're going to do, I Google and look at some examples of just how things are even laid out or what colors work together. Some people are much more creative than others. I will tell you that I am one of the least creative. So I'm going to teach you, if you are not a creative person, how to be creative, and I'm going to teach you, if you are a creative person, how to add the technical side to it to really leverage that, okay? Going back, we're also going to have additional images. So there is going to be done for you image. You'll get 3 images a week that are unbranded. And then all of those images are going to be stored in here in the safe. So you see all of these, for example, there's no branding. So you can come in here, you can put your website, or you could add your logo. I teach you how to do this. I post these in here. Every Monday morning, I post these on the Facebook secret group, 3 of them. And then I also will send in an email. That email goes out to the doctor or the team, whatever email address you use to sign up with. So again, just unbranded images. Again, you can add the doctor's handle, the clinic's handle, your website, your logo, however your branding looks, however you're best doing that. If you don't like any of the images, if you don't resonate with any of the images, then you don't have to use the image. That's one of the key things to this as well. And the second piece is, please do, add your brand to it. That way when they share it, your branding carries along with it. And you also see, when we talk about what big companies are doing, how we are really going beyond the 8 to 20%, whatever the percentage may be that is given out there for the people that use chiropractic care on a regular basis. Well, if we want to do what everyone else is doing, it's about being consistent. They have to see the messaging over and over and over. So right here, abcchiropractic.com. All these images all of a sudden have ABC Chiropractic or Dr. ABC Chiropractor or ABC Chiropractor, D.C. This consistent messaging over and over, that's what's really going to help brand your office, brand your clinic, brand chiropractic there in your local area. So as you'll see, you're going to get all these images. We post these in here. And then in the safe, we're going to go through this, and we're also going to get additional appendixes. So I mentioned other assets that you can utilize. So you're going to have a content calendar, 101 video ideas. We're also going to continue to do more in the advanced modules on videos, how to do videos, how to leverage videos, how to build videos, everything you're going to need to know around videos. Facebook ads module, we're going to talk about a budget strategy for Facebook ads. And then one of the top resources you're going to have here is a full appendix for tools that you should be using. So we're going to go through the details of all these tools. MailChimp, Camtasia, Infogram, SlideShare, Canva.com, Hootsuite, if this and that. So this is one of the first pieces you'll want to print out and start setting up all of these systems. But again, we walk you through all those steps inside of the vault. So let's jump just real quick back into the vault. While I'm getting back here, I know I talk fast. I promise I slow it down inside the vault. Any questions, let me know. Hop in here and let me know if there's any questions that you have, and we will definitely answer those and go into those. Let's see. Go to Vault Members. And we're right back here. So we started back down here at the safe. Or we ended down here at the safe at the bottom, and we jumped inside the safe. I want to jump back up and show you, inside these modules. So for instance, when you click on inside any of the chambers, when you click on an actual module, so this is Chamber 3, Module 1, Social Tools to put it all together. Again, this is going to go through that Tools and Gadgets guide that we just discussed, but there's also going to be video training. So this is where there's manual, and there's going to be video trainings throughout a lot of the modules. We're going to have direct links right here, so we really want to guide you and make it easy. And then at the bottom of every single one, you're going to have another navigation. So you can go through, we can jump, let's say, back to the top into our introductory videos. So this is going to be Chamber 1. And our video session strategy 1 is right here. And this is going to go through repurposing content. We're going to go through some of the how you repurpose content, why you repurpose content, and we're going to go straight into strategy session 2. We want to keep it short and sweet in the introduction. And we're going to talk about funnels. I'm sure you all have heard this term, funnels. So video 2 dives directly into funnels. In this whole introductory module, we are going to be talking about the Chiropractic Tech way. This is kind of our mind map, our roadmap that we're going to be going through, and we dissect that in both of those video trainings. And again, this is just another visual way to look at that. All right, let's go down here to the bottom. And then we're going to jump into the Facebook modules. So again, we can go back to that main page, or we can just start going through our modules. It's very, very easy to go through this training system. And again, this is going to be for the doctor and the staff, okay? So you can definitely share this with your staff. We encourage you to outsource this, and this helps you. You may want to outsource something to your staff, and you just don't know what to send them, what to have them do. The vault is actionable. This is actionable steps. So we're going to go through Facebook marketing for chiropractors. We're going to go through, this is video 1, Facebook marketing in your chiropractic clinic, and then our actionable steps afterwards. Go here, purchase your tablet so you can start taking notes, choose a goal date, and start listing out your times and how you're recommended to go through this program. So the first one, very, very, very self-explanatory. Go to our second one, priming your Facebook page. So we're going to go through, again, 14-minute video. So straight to the point, straight to inside Facebook, what you need to know, how you need to do that, and then the actionable steps afterwards. Create a custom header image and profile image, okay? So we're going to go through all of the details that you need to know, and you're going to have a full manual that you can print out to walk through all of this as well that's going to be sent to you. Members only. This is the main page that we're flowing from, is the members only page. So you can always go back to the main page. We have you see that's where just in our Facebook modules. Jump over to our Instagram modules. We're going to break our Instagram modules down. And so we have 2 here, Instagram 101 and Instagram advertising. Then we're going to go through, we're going to have Instagram 3. We're going to go through Instagram stories and ads. We're going to have Instagram 4. We're going to go through the advanced, what you need to know deeper, what else you can do with these tools. So as you get them set up, as you get the foundations done, and as you want or see value, you see that your audience is living on these platforms, you find that people, I jumped into no joke, I jumped into a doctor's Instagram page, and he had so many notifications because he was doing lunch and learns in his community all over. He was doing them at least twice a month, lunch and learns, in other businesses in his community. And they were tagging him on Instagram, and he had no idea. Just to at least acknowledge that, let alone take it the next step to share that, to help share that local business. But he was getting in front of so much of his audience on Instagram, and he wasn't even on there. So you'd be surprised to find, I've seen this happen through Twitter as well. Be surprised to find you might find yourself on some of these channels as we start to go through some of the audit pieces and some of the search for yourself pieces in the Chiropractic Tech Vault. Let's go back to members only. That's what the vault is. That's what the online portal vault is. As we mentioned, with the vault, you get the vaults, you get the support group, and you get the safe, which we showed you at the bottom. Now you can also come in here and you can right click and bookmark the safe. You can bookmark your support portal. Quick access to those 3 pieces and have those right there. I want to leave you with one last thing before we jump right back to the slides. We are right at that ½ an hour mark. This is awesome. So you can get in. You have plenty of time to get signed up after I show you what a sweet deal this is going to be. This ends Monday. Early adopter status ends Monday, which we'll talk about. But I do want to show you, if you jump into my Facebook page, facebook.com/Purdue Nicole, if you want to check out somebody that's been in the vault, this pinned post, I talk why a pinned post is so important, but you can check out this pinned post and check out a doctor that has been utilizing the vault and really has helped me to mastermind how I put the vault together. I've been working with him. I've been working with his team over the last about year, I would say it's almost, I think we're almost at a year, but I've been working with him and his team to ensure that the information is dissectable, the information you can eat up and you can utilize and you can implement on it from both the chiropractic standpoint and from outsourcing to your team standpoint across all of the different channels. Okay, so you can watch that video there on my Facebook page. Let's hop back in here. So the vault, that is what the vault is. You are going to learn, you're going to get massive value in the modules that the chiropractor and the team can break down and implement actionable steps. You're going to be able to maximize, you're going to be able to leverage resources by using the Chiroprosocial Tech Vault to get instant strategies, tips, and guidance, and support to manage and create and share at your local level, in your local area. And you're going to get a return. You will see a return. You only have to get one patient a year to make this profitable at this early adopter status. So don't make this hard. Don't overthink this. Don't overanalyze this. This is easy. It's about a commitment, and it's about consistency more than it's about anything else. So I'm inviting you to join now for 12 months access to the vault, which includes everything that I just showed you. It's $997. $997. It just does not roll off as easy as it pictures. But for that $997, that's less than $85 a month. It is paid one time in that annual. You get 12 months access for you and your staff to all of these resources. This ends Monday. This is our early adopters pricing. So we had our beta test, which was $397. All we had done at that point was the introductory and the Facebook modules. We had the whole thing laid out. We had the PDF done. We had the modules masterminded. We had everything scripted that was going to go into it. We just didn't have all the video pieces, trainings laid out yet. So we opened it up at a beta rate. So we have had doctors going through this and winning with these strategies to this point already. So if you need a referral, ask me, but this really is a no-brainer. The average case is $1,100 on the low end to $1,500 on the high end average for a chiropractor. So literally, you need one new patient from any of these strategies, any of these tips that you implement, having someone to ask questions for your team to turn to, or for you to turn to at any time to get feedback, to get questions answered, to get a second eyeball on your content or inside your social media platforms for a one-time payment of just under $1,000. That's under $85 a month, okay? So that's insane. You are also going to lock in after a year, 13 months on. It'll be on a monthly basis. Make it very, very easy for you month to month. Drop off at any time you want, but it'll be $45 a month guaranteed for you, the early adopter. So again, when I'm talking about this, is just make it easy, no-brainer stuff. We're not trying to charge you an arm and a leg. All we're trying to do is give you the information you need, and we're trying to break that down at the cost that we can in order to provide this on a high level, okay? So sign up. You get instant access, chiroprosocialtech.com/thevault. There's no refunds. Once you pay it, you're inside, you get instant access. So I don't give refunds because it's like immediate. It's like going to the store, you buy it, you lick the ice cream cone. You can't get a refund on that, right? But I want you to love it. I want you, that's why I give you all my contact information. I want you to get good value and good return on it. So the only way I will put a guarantee on this, the only way that you do not get a return on it is if you purchase it and you do nothing, which I've seen happen. If you purchase it and you do nothing, I can't guarantee anything. If you purchase it and you go through it, you watch any of these videos, you contact me, you have me jump in to your Facebook ads, you have me do a one-on-one training, you're going through the modules, you're setting up your systems, you're going to win with this hands down. I have one more image here for you. Oh, I thought I had a thank you page. Did I forget my? It probably didn't get added in there. So I want to thank you. I thank you so much for jumping on this webinar. I'm going to stay on here for just a couple more minutes. I want to make sure if you have any questions, I'm going to check those here. But I'm also going to jump on Facebook Live just for a minute after we do this. I'm going to be around. You know how to get in touch with me, kairosocialtech.com/vault. Just get in there and connect with me. Jump onto my Facebook page and send me a direct message. Those are the two best ways to get in direct contact with not me, with one of my team members, and then they can let me know what the questions are. We can jump on a one-on-one and chat for 5 to 10 minutes, but really get in there and sign up. This is going to be amazing stuff to leverage chiropractic across these social media channels, set up a long-term strategy, and then also have a resource and a guide. So again, thank you so much for jumping in today. Let's see here if we have any questions from any of you. All right, nope, it looks like we are all good. I'm going to sign off. You will get this recording, and I will see you inside the vault.